time. I was going to do this in our little kitchen. It's the same room. What is it? The Town Home Suites?
Town Place.
Town Place Suites in Orlando. It's really pretty inexpensive. And I could show you our messy room in a minute if you want to. Basically, we're packing up to, oh, and before you worry, Max is at doggy vacation. Can you slide over just a wee bit? Not that much. Right there, yeah. And we have friends staying with Fergus at the house who's taking care of him, so everybody is fine. And we wanted to make sure that we're fine too. So we're going to be going to Universal Studios today, possibly tonight. We're thinking of doing the very grown-up thing of going to Halloween Horror Nights with noise ear protectors and see how we do there. We've never been there before because it's kind of horror, but here's why we want to go. Not because of the horror part, but because they're going to be Death Eaters in the Harry Potter part. And I'm like, right? And hello, if you guys have some questions. So as I was packing this, I realized also everything I'm packing in here I got at Costco before we left. And a lot of times if I see something cool at Costco that would be great for travel, we kind of have a travel section in the pantry. So I had forgotten I got these. And these are, I haven't eaten them yet, so I'll give you the lowdown later. But the nutritionals are pretty awesome on these, and the ingredient, organic sweet potatoes. So what I think they've done is cooked and cut up a sweet potato, and these were not inexpensive. They were 6 packs. I can't remember how much they were. This is the, that's the bag of bags. This is the snack size portion. And one of the reasons that it can be, oh, thanks, Zoe Brown. We will be, and we're gonna have a great time. So I love the idea of this, and feel it's not heavy.
Oh, nice.
It's really, really light. Cheryl carries a backpack anyhow, and we're gonna carry our phone and gimbal and hopefully show you some fun Halloween decorations, because we haven't been to Universal since 2019. And we went, of course we didn't go to Halloween Horror Nights because we're not horror fans. We're not going to go into any of the haunted houses or anything like that. Oh, and Tia says, haha, kind of like the sweet potato dried strips I give the dog. Only I think these are more moist. And sorry for all the people who are like, ooh, moist. But I want my sweet potato to be moist. But it is, I think it's kind of the same idea. Sweet potatoes, like in Korea and Japan. Aubrey, we wish you and your wife were here with us because we're gonna go hang out at Universal. We're in our little hotel room in Orlando, and again, I'll try and show you around a little bit in the end. Oh, what? Why'd you poke me?
Poke you.
You did poke me.
Oh, I just probably.
Oh, okay. It was like, don't tell anyone. I was like, what am I not supposed to tell? Oh, okay, she's just rocking. I feel it now. Oh, Aubrey said, hi, Jill. It's awesome to see you. So I see more people are coming on. So basically, we're packing our bag to kind of go out for the day. So, oh, Jennifer, it's good to see you. I know, and like, isn't it funny? On vacation, the rest of the world wears t-shirts, and I wear these like tropical rayon shirts, so I look like more dressed up when I'm going out here. But so we're packing, and one of the things we pack for snacks for if we're going to Disney, Universal, or even if you're going to the beach, the mountains, taking a walk, a hike, it's important to have some good snacks, because at least for me and for Cheryl too, don't you think? Because if not,
she gets hangry.
She gets hangry too. Trust me. She thinks she doesn't, but yeah, she does. Oh, hi, Joanne in Italy. Yeah, that's awesome. So these all the stuff that I'm going to talk about I found at Costco. So these are organic sweet potato sticks, and they're a cooked sweet potato that's organic, sealed, and cut up in small pieces. I haven't eaten them yet. Yeah, so Aubrey says good snacks are important for everyone. I agree. And especially if you're somewhere like Disney, a theme park, or on the trail you can only be so tempted, right? A squirrel isn't like, hey, want a churro? I've got fries for you. But and what happens too, especially in Universal, like popcorn and French fries are the easy, accessible vegan snack, which is not really whole food plant-based. Oh, and Eleanor says, oh, hi, Monica from Oregon. And Eleanor says, my cousin and I are going on a road trip from Minnesota to Montana. And I convinced her to eat all our meals spontaneously from the local grocery store.
Oh, nice.
You'll have to let us know how that turns out, because you can do pretty well, even in not a great grocery store. We've had snackies. So these are like 240 calories. I know on whole food plant-based we don't count calories. I'm just reading some of these off to you. But what I'm seeing in this 240 calories, this is not 50 calories worth of potato, which means I have to eat 6 of these to feel full. And that's the only thing with packages like this. Like, it's great, there's 6 packages, but do I have to eat 17 of them? But I feel like if you're having a cooler for in the car, I think the strips were near the chips. You know how they have some other crackers and things like that? I believe it was there. And I've never seen them before. So TS, I hope that helps. And Eleanor says she's going to update us all on what's going on. Now, this is interesting because they actually have a QR code. You can follow them. But if you're on the road, Eleanor, you probably find a Costco too. And what's cool to me, maybe not to everyone, is that I love going to a grocery store in another part of the country. Like, I love it because you find things you've never seen or things that are cheaper. And Jennifer says, we usually figure out how far grocery stores are from wherever we're staying. Planning is what keeps me less stressed and full. Exactly. So we'll talk a little bit about breakfast and things that we brought. Some of these things we had in the car too. So these are super compliant, the most compliant of all the things. The next thing is, sorry, we're in such a little space. If I move my head at all, I take away Cheryl. That's It bars. These are little snack size bars that come at Costco. And Eleanor says, I get stupid at Costco real quick. Trust me. We do too. And these are just like, this one's apple and mango. There's apple and blueberry and apple and strawberry. So these are just dehydrated fruit bars that have a little bit of moisture, so it's not like chewing on a piece of fruit leather. And these are the baby sized. And I didn't bring the pack, so I don't know if I know. Oh, here we go. There's 60 calories. So they can get you from like, I'm panicked to I can sit down and have salad somewhere. So that's what these are for. These are for, also trick-or-treaters. These are great because they're not like, why'd you give me raisins or whatever is that? Oh, and Jennifer says, what flavor is your and Cheryl's favorite of the fruit ones?
I like the strawberry.
She likes the strawberry. She doesn't like the mango.
I don't like the mango one.
And I think it's just because the mango looks a little like sawdust. It looks like sawdust. It tastes delicious. So I can eat any of them. And for instance, when we go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you get candy. Well, that's my sweet, right? So that's pretty easy. Let's see what we got. Yeah, TS says, I've noticed that different Costco's have some different items. Yeah, exactly.
One thing you should mention about Mickey's Not So Scary is if you're vegan or you have an allergy, like you, for sad people that have like dairy allergies and things like that, when we go through the candy line for trick-or-treating, we don't get candy in the line. We get a token to put in our bag, and then at the end of the night we take our tokens and go to a designated place.
There's 2,
and they actually give us
we get a choice of things too.
Yeah.
So they have allergy-free things, even down to like coloring books or
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
things you can put together if you have kids. They usually we won't go until Sunday, so we'll tell you more then.
They used to do a lot of Enjoy Life.
Enjoy Life, which is not whole food plant-based compliant, but it's still at least, you know, depending if you're bringing kids, maybe your kids aren't whole food plant-based, but they're vegan. So there's some different things there. And they used to have those go-go apple sauces and the different flavors.
Those.
And those are compliant. So you might want to just look and see if there is something compliant, or if not, you could bring little coloring books and puzzles and stuff to give away for Halloween. Okay, Joanne says we don't have a Costco here. That's hard. You can order some stuff online, but I don't know how good it is. So the other thing is not perfectly whole food, plant-based, no oil compliant. But I want to talk about these. And we got a bag of these little bags. You can get them, honestly, at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, but we got a bag at Costco as well. And there is some oil in it, because they have organic cranberries and raisins. So the oil is actually a little bit in that dried fruit. So I wanted to be real clear about that I'm not saying that you could also make your own mix with some nuts if you're eating it. We don't usually snack on nuts. We save snacking on nuts like this for vacations.
Because you got to remember, we're going to be walking probably on average 8 miles a day, and we can burn through our energy pretty quick. So having something like this on vacation, even though it's not no oil,
it's not perfect.
It's not perfect, but it does give us a quick burst and it gets us through until we can get to a real meal.
And it's better than looking around, especially at Universal is a little harder than Disney. Looking around going, well, what can I eat? Oh, you could have French fries, or you could have an Impossible Burger. Like that's the immediate food around. Now, when we're traveling normally, like if we were just out in Orlando and not in a park, we would probably map out where like the local bowl places are, like Kava or Bibimbap or a salad place, acai bowls or smoothie bowl places too. Exactly, and Ob says, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's good. So, you know, I'm bringing one of each of these for both of us. Usually, I'm probably bringing 6 That's It bars and 2 sweet potato sticks. Cheryl will only probably eat the sweet potato sticks in an emergency. I will eat them. If we don't eat them here, I will eat them at home because I love sweet potatoes. And in the fridge for snackies for the hotel room and traveling, I baked some Korean sweet potatoes that are kind of white and yellowish in the inside that taste like cake. So if I come home and I'm like, I really wish I wanted something sweet, I don't have Ninja Creami pints, though we could have. We decided not to bring the Ninja Creami, but I think we're going to bring it possibly.
We are trying not to have so much in the car because we are bringing something home from my parents' house, and I thought we were just going to have a couple backpacks, and it turned into 2 suitcases and all
She's
of our
delusional.
travel food stuff. And
Well, no, we took half the amount.
half the travel.
So we have a
food
small
stuff.
rice cooker. We have a one of the any day microwave bowls so we can make grits in the morning. We didn't make grits today, but and I'm going to talk about another breakfast find I found at Costco. Just because, and actually as I was organizing some of this stuff to talk to you about, then I was like, it's all from Costco. We can talk about Costco today. But like I said, you can get most of these things on Amazon. You can get some of the snacks at Home Goods and stuff.
And chances are we won't even eat all of this. Like she may have a bar and one of the sweet potato things, and I'll probably have a bar and one of the nut things, and that's probably all we'll have. But
if
just in case,
if we're hungry, like, so if we don't find, we're planning on finding closer to compliant, because we do eat some oil when we're out and about. So we would eat in a regular restaurant on property, but there's a place that has some vegan options, so we might get vegetables and pasta, something like that. But this will keep us from just eating enough popcorn that probably has coconut and palm oil on it. It'll keep us from getting those quick French fries when we're feeling dizzy. We just reach into our bag and we have all of this stuff.
yeah, and it also, like, when we get to a point where we're hungry, sometimes we don't pay attention, and then we make bad decisions. You make bad decisions.
I make bad decisions.
We make bad decisions, and we just go, oh, look, that place has something vegan. And it's usually something not
something we wouldn't
stellar,
choose.
something we wouldn't choose
unless,
any other time.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to avoid that now. I'm trying to avoid all the like Impossible Burgers and things like that, and try to get something that's more actual vegetables.
Yeah.
And things like that.
And while, again, like I said, that's why we have some nuts, and I like to have them portioned out. So while you can make your own mix at home, and that way you can have cranberries that didn't have any added oil or sugar in them, or if you're SOS, you can just go ahead and roast some, maybe put some seeds in there, and I would package them up in either reusable little bags, which we have some of, or in a Ziploc, because if it's in a big bag, it's easy to overeat nuts. And like these bags aren't too bad. They're like 170 calories. And again, it's because I'm reading labels. I don't go, oh, when I'm doing it at home, let's see, I only want 170 calories of nuts. But it lets me know that this would fill me up. This is like, I don't know, like a third of a meal-ish, right? You know, so these are heartier things. Like our bananas are too far gone to throw bananas into our bags. They will smush. Sometimes we'll put apples in there, but like for me, an apple doesn't hold me as long as like these sweet potatoes or these nuts will. Oh, great. TS says, for your grits, to use the Instant Pot or the cooked kind. Oh, the instant or the cooked kind, not Instant Pot. That's me just making stuff up. I use polenta cornmeal from Bob's Red Mill to make a mash in the microwave in a rice cooker. I use, I don't use instant because here instant is all GMO and has a bunch of enriched, like I was shocked. I went to just buy it at the regular store and I'm like, I'm not buying these because it literally says genetically modified right on the bag, full of all these different things. And I'm not against enriched foods as a whole personally. But I've been there's a local mill in North Carolina. I've used Bob's. There's a whole bunch of different kinds. So I use 1 cup of grit. This is for a big breakfast. If you're just putting it as a side to your tofu scramble, a 1/2 cup of grits or polenta. It's the same thing. It's coarse ground corn. So if you're scared of grits, but like polenta, you can say, I'm having polenta for breakfast, and that'll be fine. And then a 1/2 cup to 2 cups of water. I add a little bit, like maybe a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half of nutritional yeast for flavor. And I use a little salt. You can put a little salt substitute if you wanted to, and some black pepper. And then it's in a deep microwave bowl because it will boil over, and then you put it in the microwave, I think for 5 to 6 minutes, depending on what the wattage is on yours. Mine's 1200. It's a big one, so that's how I do it. And you can make them in the Instant Pot. I actually make them in the microwave. It's the easiest. I do that, go brush my teeth, do all the things, and then I come back and it's done. So the other breakfast thing I got, and I tried this out. This is new. I'll put it so you can see it better. And this is not perfect, but it's really, really pretty good. So I had a different instant oats, which I'm gonna, for potions and powders, I'm probably gonna make these as mixtures that you can customize. But so I wanted to try this one. And it's pretty delicious. So it has rolled oats. It does have sugar in it. So if you are SOS free, this is not a good one. It has chia seeds, freeze-dried berries, cranberry, raspberry, blueberry, and then powders and pieces, oat flour. It has coconut milk powder, citric acid, black carrot juice for color. And it is processed on the same equipment as nuts and sesame, so if you have an allergy, that could be an issue. And 1/3 of a cup combined with water. I would never use water unless it was, if the zombie apocalypse happens, I will eat this with water. If not, I've got my little arc mirror. I'm going to make some cashew milk and put a little bit of cashew milk in here for this morning because 2 of the bananas were very, very smashed last night. I mashed 2 bananas and put a little, because they were real juicy. And mixed it with this and a little bit of non-dairy milk, and it was a delightful breakfast. Cheryl didn't want to eat anything this morning, so I didn't make grits. And this does have to sit overnight. It says 2 hours to overnight. So tonight I'll make another one, and if I don't eat it in the morning, this is a great late night snack if I need a snack from doing extra exercise and stuff. So this is another thing I like to do. So that's really it. We just wanted to share some of that stuff with you, and hope you have just the very best day. Do you have anything you want to say?
No.
Maybe movement related?
Just that, we're gonna just walk and walk and walk today, and that's one of the great things that we like about building in movement to our vacations, because lately everything that we plan to do in a place where we can walk and walk and walk and walk. So even if we were like to go visit a little town and just do something, we would make sure it was a little town that had a nice downtown area that we could just wander for hours and get in steps. It's very easy to get in steps while you're on vacation.
Yeah, and plus we could be dropped in the middle of almost anywhere. If there are little shops for us to go into and places for us to walk around, we're pretty easily entertained.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, TS. You guys have the best day. We're going to go have our best vacation, all right? And we'll probably check in with you off and on in the next few days.
Yeah.
And we might even pop on if it looks super cool over at Universal. So those of you who are like, yeah, I'm not so interested, I will try to post some sort of Halloweenish pictures so you can just avoid those if you don't want to. But we are in Kathy Halloween season. We're really Kathy and Cheryl Halloween season.
I like it too.
I'm just always the one that's been vocal before this year. So be playful. Have a good day. Do something you really like to do, and we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Bye, everyone.
Oops, bye.